Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another podcast episode. So we got a few topics that I want to discuss. One of the topics is, someone had asked me, what do I hope to see for Nicki Minaj next era Pink Friday 2? Okay. Now, in regards to, album rollout, I'm hoping that the album rollout is kind of smooth, that, we get a lead, a second single, and then, we get the album. Okay. I'm good with, not getting any more female, rapper collaborations. I think that, she's done enough female rap collaborations for this year. And I'm kind of over Doja Cat. So I really don't need any more female rap collaborations on the next album. And I'm also even okay with Nicki Minaj collaborating with Rihanna instead of Queen Bee. Either one is a win, okay? But I would prefer a Rihanna collaboration over a Queen Bee collaboration on the next album, because I feel like the Beehive, one, they always, talk crap about Nicki Minaj. They don't appreciate her artistry. They be calling her old and grandma, even though Queen Bee's older, and a lot older, not just a little bit older, like it says on Google. She got some years on Nicki Minaj in real life. And so with that being said, I just feel like, a Rihanna and Nicki Minaj collaboration would be more fun. But we already know Rihanna don't really like to do music like that. Okay. So that might be a reach. And either one is a W, but I kind of feel like, the Beehive, they don't really mess with Nicki Minaj like that. Another thing I hope to see is more performances. Nicki Minaj out and about, more than she is now. I would love that. I'm hoping that she goes to the VMAs. I'm hoping that, she goes to the AMAs, the EMAs, because they always show Nicki Minaj love. Okay. They always nominate her. And they don't play the politics game. Even, during the hate train, the VMAs and the EMAs and the AMAs were showing Nicki Minaj love. She don't have to go to the EBT Awards. Nobody cares about them. And the Scammies, we know how they move. But I think that she should go to the award shows that constantly always show her love, don't play the game of politics. I think it would be nice to see her out and about on the red carpets more. I think that would be great. Another thing is, I hope that Nicki has some really good music videos. Okay, I need like Anaconda, good form budget. Okay. I'm really going to need that top tier budget, that Barbie World budget for the music videos. And I'm hoping that, Republic gives her that, because when it comes to like The Weeknd and Ariana Grande and, the Chart Says Racist, they get a lot of money for their music videos. Their music videos be top tier. Okay. But I feel like they don't give the same budget to Nicki Minaj. And I understand Nicki is a rapper. These are pop stars. Okay, the Chart Obsessed Racist, she's selling like 1 million first week, 700K first week. The Weeknd, he always tops the charts. But I feel like for a rapper, Nicki Minaj can sit at that table with the pop stars. Okay, let's not forget, Nicki Minaj is the last solo number one for a female rapper. She's still selling out here. Okay, her Beat Me Up Scotty re-release debut at number 2 on the Billboard 200 album chart. Think it sold 80K. So, she's still selling out here. So I do feel like they need to give her a bigger budget. When it comes to like the music videos and the promotion, I feel like it's more of the fans promoting when Nicki drops in her label. The label don't do much for Nicki. Okay. I don't even understand how she's still under Republic. No shade. But I'm hoping that they give her that budget. I want people that she hasn't collaborated before with on the album. I would be here for like a Chart Obsessed Racist collaboration. Even though I don't really like her, that's an instant number 1. Everybody knows I want the Kung Fu Kenny collaboration. I wouldn't mind J. Cole. But I'm not really a big fan of J. Cole as I am of Kung Fu Kenny. I think he's talented, but I like Kung Fu Kenny a little bit more. But of course, Champagne Thickums don't mess with Kung Fu Kenny. He mess with J. Cole. So I think the J. Cole collaboration would be easier to attain because of her relationship she has with Champagne Thickums, but she's also working with Metro Boomin, and that's the tea I spilled, okay? I spilled that, a month ago, and Metro Boomin and Champagne Thickums allegedly have beef. But I'm like, Metro Boomin's a producer, Drake. Like, why are you beefing with a producer? But then again, he had beef with DJ Drama because he smashed DJ Drama Girl, and then, DJ Drama gave his reference tracks to, Weak Mill. Okay, that's how they actually got released. DJ Drama started giving it around to Champagne Thickums ops, but the reason why he did that because Champagne Thickums smashed his girl. So I feel like with that being said, Champagne Thickums, he makes enemies out of the people around him. You can't go smashing people's girls and then expect them not to get revenge. So her to go to more of these fashion events again, like she used to. Okay, because she was going before. And maybe she can bring Papa Bear. You never know, because I see Northwest go to, all these different fashion events. She's a little bit older. And I definitely see Blue Ivy everywhere. She performing. She going to this event. She got a Scammy. She got this. I just want Nicki Minaj out a little bit more. Okay, because it feel like Nicki, she dropped music, but she never really out. And then I feel like that's why she partially gets discredit, not fully discredit, but I feel like that's the reason why people don't really want to give her like the awards that she deserves. They don't want to give her the title of being a fashion icon because she don't be popping out. And Rihanna was popping out and she was 8-9 months pregnant. She be in the clubs with A$AP Rocky, 9 months pregnant, waiting for him so he don't cheat. So I feel like Nicki, she just got to pop out a little bit more, just like a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. And then I also want like an SNL performance, some more high quality interviews. Okay. I don't mind her going with Kai on Twitch. That might be fun, but I don't really use Twitch like that. So I might have to wait till that goes on YouTube because I don't really be watching Twitch like that. But I wouldn't mind that, more interviews, not with Joe Budden. Please no, he's boring. But I wouldn't mind some more quality interviews, okay? Now, moving on from that, though, Cardi B has subpoenaed Tasha K's husband and asking for financial records because she wants her $4 million, okay, from Tasha K. To me, Tasha K is never getting her $4 million. This is a waste of time. She might be getting some money, but she's not getting $4 million. And honestly, I don't think that Tasha K should give Cardi B $4 million. See, Cardi B was being greedy. If she had just sued Tasha K for a reasonable amount, she probably would have gotten her money by now. If she said, listen, I'm going to sue you, but I'm only going to ask for $500K or $100,000, that would have been better than $4 million. You probably would have gotten your money because how is Tasha K going to bounce back from $4 million? And I know people are going to say, well, she shouldn't have ran her mouth. She wouldn't have been in this predicament. Or if she had deleted the video where she was talking about, culture allegedly and Cardi B, which is true. Okay. But Cardi B run her mouth too. And that's one of the reasons why I don't feel bad for her. Cardi B has wished death on people. She has done several rants on social media talking about how she used to, rob and give men substances, okay, back in her stripper days. She has called black women roaches. She always has to beef with a black blogger, not just Tasha K. And so that's why I don't feel bad for Cardi B, because I feel like Cardi B run her mouth too, okay? She says stuff too. And then when people say things about her, she wants to cry in court. Well, are you a gangster or are you a crybaby? Which one is it? Because she has a gangster persona, She was all tough when she threw bottles at Jade and I believe it was her sister or cousin when they was messing with Off the Cheat, but then she ran and cried to court because Tasha K said something about her and her child. Make it make sense. Are you a gangster or are you a crybaby? You ran up on Nicki Minaj, remember? Over a fake tweet, got a knot upside your head, had to go get your face reconstructed after that, okay? Try to look like Nicki Minaj. Didn't really work. And then you want to cry in court with Tasha K. So that's why I don't really respect Cardi B. Because she's a hypocrite, okay? She want to put on this gangster persona, holding up guns in music videos, get all tough in her music. But then she want to cry in court. I never understood that. It's like, is this split personalities? Are you tough or not? Which one is it? Okay? Because it's giving split personalities in my opinion. I don't understand how somebody can be only tough on the internet and in real life be crying like a big baby. So no, unfortunately, I don't believe that Cardi B deserves $4 million. I think she needs to go sit down, okay? I think 100,000, 500,000 would have been better, okay? Especially for all the shit she talked. And I don't think she's ever going to get her money. It's a waste of time. If she spent more time in the studio, okay, and focusing on her second album instead of, worrying about bloggers and spending all her time in court, then maybe, just maybe, she would have had another hit by now, okay? Because clearly she can't write no hits on her own. She was talking about how she wrote on the song Point Me to the Toilet, and that's why the song flopped, because you wrote it. That's why the song flopped. She was bragging on how she wrote her verse. No wonder it didn't do well on the charts. Nobody cares about that mess you were saying in that song. That song was trash. Now, moving on to Kim K and Tristan Thompson. They were spotted partying together in Miami. Okay. And a lot of fans were giving Kim flack for this, saying that she doesn't have any boundaries because, as we know, Tristan, third trimester Thompson, can't keep his D in his pants and has cheated on Chloe, her sister, several times. Now, I believe that Kim did this strategically. She's hanging out with Tristan to be on the blogs, okay? Because she saw that Kylie and Jordan last week were getting attention for, hanging out together. They were spotted having dinner together, and that's why she's trying to pop out with Tristan to cause some controversy. I wouldn't be shocked if they're filming for Keeping Up with the Kardashians, because Kim is an attention seeker. When she sees that her sisters are getting more attention than her, here she go at her big age. She about 42, 43, but she still got to be the center of the attention when it comes to her family. She's always been like that. She's such an attention seeker. It's sad. I'm like, when is you going to retire from being an attention seeking hoe? You almost going to be 50. When is you going to retire that? You're already a good businesswoman. You don't have to get all the attention all the time. She do this all the time. When Courtney was dating Travis, here she go with Pete. She do this all the time. When is y'all going to wake up? Now, Carly Russell's boyfriend is asking people to stop bullying and harassing her online. Allegedly, they're not together, but he said he wants people to think about her mental health. I don't really have time for the buffoonery. I actually think now they're all in on it. Her boyfriend, her family, I think they're all in on it. I'm like, how are you asking for people to sympathize with this girl when she lied about being abducted? Wasted the police people's time, wasted, her co-workers' time who were looking for her. And then she has the audacity to like some tweets insinuating that, everybody makes mistakes. This girl need to sit the fuck down, okay? And she's going to have to run away in real life because nobody's going to want to hire you. You're going to have to change your name, change your whole look. Okay, she might have to start bleaching or something because you're not going to be able to get a job. You're always going to be looked at as the person that lied about your abduction. Okay? And just because you did something crazy, that has nothing to do with mental health. I'm tired of people using the mental health card when they do something that's wrong or crazy. Okay? You need to go get therapy, sis. Okay? I'm sure that D wasn't that great. Now, moving on to Amber Baldhead Scallywag Rose. She posted a bunch of children crying. I guess they were at church or praise and worship. And she called this child abuse. She said that these kids are so young, stressing their little bodies out over something they can't change is crazy. I never understand the church or the religion. She also said that these children have been trained and taught that this is what God wants, okay? And she got a lot of backlash. Well, here's the thing. I don't think that it was appropriate for Amber Rose to be posting other people's kids who she don't know, okay? Just because you see a video on it. And then on top of that, you have no room to talk. You talking about these kids might be stressed, okay? Because, they're forced to pray if that's what you believe. But you should be thinking about the stress you might put on your children when they see how you've been ran through by the whole industry. Let's be very clear. And how, you had done the slut walk. Once your children get a little bit older and they go out into the real world, they're going to get clowned because their mom was a hoe. Okay? And so I don't know if Amber Rose has any room to talk about, children being stressed, because I think that, your mama hoeing around and sleeping with everybody in the industry, having your naked pictures all over the internet. Amber Rose did an interview years ago, and she said that she don't even know how many people she has slept with. Okay? And she's still not wifed. Okay? 2 kids, 2 baby daddies, no ring. Nobody claiming you, washed up, still bald. So I think that you have better things to worry about than a bunch of children praying, whether they're forced to pray by their parents. At least, they're not forced to go to slut walks. No shade. Okay. At least they're not forced to see their mother throwing it back. Okay. On the internet. Okay. And how many people she slept with in interviews saying that, she doesn't know. And yeah, she's a hoe. I think that's going to cause some stress on your children. No shade. I'm just saying hypothetically. If you can talk about other people, people can talk about you. So I think that Amber should mind her business, okay? Because you have no room to talk. And it's really no shade. Now, moving on to ASAP the Colorist. He disses Travis Scott on stage. He said N-word stole his flow, so he stole their B words, okay? Now, Travis Scott and ASAP the Colorist, they have dated a few of the same people. They both dated Kendall, okay? That's one of the reasons why, Rihanna don't mess with the Kardashians. And I think Kendall also was with Chris Breezy the Colorist at some moment in time. I don't think they were exclusive, but I think Chris Brown hit. And then as for Rihanna, she messed with Travis Scott. We already know that back in 2015 when she needed writers for Anti. And then obviously we know that ASAP the Colorist has impregnated Rihanna twice. And that's her baby daddy. But to be quite honest, I feel like even with this controversial line, ASAP the Colorist is still a flop. Nobody cares about ASAP the Colorist musically. He should just stick to being a house husband and call it the day. Because I just feel like you throwing shots, but nobody cares about your music career. How comes you don't throw shots at Champagne Thickums? He unfollowed you on Instagram. He called you a flop on Certified Trash Boy album. But I know you don't go after Champagne Thickums because you don't want the smoke. You going after Travis Scott because he not really lyrical like that. He not going to come after you. But anyway, that's all I have to say for today. I will see you guys in the next podcast episode and have a great day.